Hi guys, I hope you are doing great. So in this video, I will tell you a few tips regarding like how you can practice and improve your video editing skills. So here are first of all, here are few general editing tips like what tips or what things you have to keep in your mind while learning the editing skills. So first of all, you have to master your tool, whatever tool it will be, either it's CapCut, it's Adobe Premiere, or it's Adobe After Effects. You have to master your tool. Like you should know what outcome you will get from this tool, or you will get to know how to edit videos, or what caliber video you will get from this tool. You will know everything, every detail regarding that tool. Like I'm telling you all about the CapCut, like how you can split the video, how you can add the transition, how you can change the voice, how you can adjust the colors, how you can remove the background. Like there are very different things. So you should learn everything about that tool. It's just not like you are downloading the tool and now you are the master of that tool. No, you have to invest your time in your tool to learn about that tool. So after that, when you learn about your tool, like how this tool will works, how you can get this thing from that tool. So I think this thing will help you in editing your video. The second thing you should kept in your mind is like you have to learn your keyboard shortcuts, because this is not really like you can say that without this you can also do editing. But what this thing will do, this will save your time and make your work efficient. Like you have two hands, and one hand is using mouse and the other one is using keyboard. So you don't need to use only your one hand. You have to use power of your both hands to make the work more efficient and more fast. So for example, if you are editing a video in 1 hour, so after using both your hands, you will definitely save some 10 minutes or 20 minutes or maybe 30 minutes if you learn multiple keyboard shortcut. Like you can delete from by just hitting the backspace. Other than that, you have to right click on that clip, and then you have to find the you can say the delete option, and then you have to click on that. So that will definitely save you a lot of time. The third and the most important is you have to practice with the raw footage. Like you have to find the raw footage. Let me just give you an example. So you can go to your YouTube channel, and here you can search for podcasts. So you will get multiple podcast in your native language. For example, this is the podcast. So what you can do, you can just download this podcast and start working on that raw video, or you can download this raw video and then you can start editing on this. There are hundreds and thousands of podcasts you will get on YouTube. So that will really help you in editing your videos, and that will definitely, because I'm telling you about multiple tools of that software, but it really different when you start working on it. So I suggest you to download any podcast which you think that, yeah, this is really a nice to listen and a nice to watch. So you can download that video and start working on it. You can add the background music, you can add the subtitles, you can add the bloopers, you can add the transitions, whatever you want to add, you can do it to make it more appealing. So the most important thing is practice. If you practice, like you if you the first, whenever you start editing, that will be maybe 5%. You think you like that video up to 5%, then again you will edit and then you maybe like that 7%, and after that. So for example, if you edited 50 podcasts, you edit 50 videos, that really a very huge number. So that really helps you in refining your skill. So you have to practice with raw footages. There are hundreds and thousands of footages you can find on YouTube. You don't need to pay anyone, or you don't need to shoot any videos. So you just have to download any raw footage, any podcast from the YouTube, and start working on it. After that, this really helps me, which is analyzing the professional work, or analyzing the competitors work, or analyzing what people are doing in the industry. So you just have to go to the YouTube and you have to search for the reels. You just have to search on the reels, or you can search on the motivational reels, like what's your niche you are working on, and what's you want to edit. You just have to go on YouTube and see. Here you will get okay so here you will get a sort of sample. It's really a nice cinematic video. Let's just watch this video first. So it's just really a simple, I think so. It's a 5 to 10 second video in which they are you have only one you have only two choices: accept the situation, change the situation. So it's really just a 5 to 8 second video, and they are using very cinematic video and text on it, and you can see the number of likes like 621K, more than half a million likes they are getting on that sort of motivational video. So this really helps you in finding the ideas, like what sort of things are working on YouTube and or on TikTok. So you just have to use that keyword on YouTube or TikTok, and you will get a lot of videos, a lot of inspirations. Here we can see another motivational reel. Like you can see, they are using the AI voiceover. I will also let you know with the AI voiceover through which you can create really nice and engaging AI voice, which I'm using, and it's honestly totally free. You don't need to pay anything. If you want to use their paid version, you just have to pay them $5 a month. But I don't think that you need to pay in the early stages. So you can just use their free version. So you can see like they are using the line video. They make the video black and white to make it more feeling like something big, something um aggressive they are talking about, or some hardships they face in their lives. And then they use a very nice background music, slight background music, which I tell you in the video, like you can use your voiceover in 0 decibel, and the background music in just 20 to 20 minus 20 to minus 25 decibel to give feel in the video. So you can also see that they use their logo on the video and text on the video just in the center of the video, and they almost got half a million likes, and I think they are getting a millions of views. So you just have to search, you just have to spy what other are doing, what industry is doing right now, what your competitors are doing right now, what sort of reels people are creating, or your competitors are creating. So you also have to, for example, this is the reel. So what you have to do, you have to find the line footages. I will give you the free sources links from where you will download the videos. You don't need to pay anything. I will um, give you a list of voiceover from where you can download the voiceover, the AI tools which I am using, and all the tools which will definitely help you. So you have to find that sort of footages. Then you have to just uh, make it into black and white. You have to enable the text and create a voiceover. Then you have to add a background music, and then you just have to add your logo so no one can steal your video. And another most important and detailing thing, I think you didn't realize that thing, that they are not using any hard cut or any glary transition which we used in our recent video. What they are using, they are using fade transitions. When one clip switches to another, it really transit into the smooth, like just fade in. You can see, yeah, this is the fade. You can, you have to choose everything very wisely in your video editing process. For example, if you use the glare effect over there, then that definitely make that video drastic, because we are talking about some motivational things and we are using the black and white to make it more aggressive look, and we are using lines and then we are using the glare, that definitely opposite to our complete video. So you have to choose the things very wisely. You have to choose minimal designs to make it more appealing. So for that, what you have to do, you have to analyze what others are doing and nothing else. So the next thing is you just have to experiment with styles. Either it's black and white, either it's fade. I think it's a fade or it's a cinematic effect. So you just have to try, practice things and things. Here you can see our transitions of film. You can also use that because this is a mafia sort of reel. So you can use glare or you can use film effects on it, that will give more and more feel to the, and you can also use that sort of text. And this is an ad, you can also use this. Okay, just let's see another example. And I think so there is no example over there. Now let's move to this section, and here you can see that they are now this is the blend mode. You can see that they are using some sort of video in which there is some layers, but they changed that mode to blend and then automatically black screens to the first one, and they got that clear. So you just have to use those minimal things to make your video more appealing, and you have to practice multiple and different things. There are hundreds of things you can do. Like this is, you can they are using just as single line text in white, but highlighting the main word in orange. I think so orange is their orange is their branding, so they are using the orange, so they give orange color to their main color. So and got 3.3 likes, so I think so they are getting almost a million views. So you have to try multiple things again and again. Now let's jump to the video editing tips, and that's a really like general editing tips which you should kept in mind while thinking about the editing, and these are the video editing tips which you should kept in mind. Actually, I also explained the detail of video editing tips over there, but let's don't worry, let's get more things on. Okay, focus on storytelling. Storytelling is the thing which I talked earlier. Like if we talk about these line video, if we talked about this video, then this is sort of storytelling video in which they are telling the really their hardships, like line face is very difficult. They lead their companions and the eagle, the hardship. You can see the shape. So they are sharing their the storytelling in all these video clips. So you have to share some sort of stories and emotions in your video clip. It's not just like use any clip in your video. No, video editing is, you can say, 80% depends on your storytelling. If someone is talking about the friends, like they are missing their or school friends, and you are using a clip of college friends enjoying and playing, so that is not exactly the same. So you have to choose, like a swing is swinging without any individual in the school. So that will goes to that story. Like he is thinking about that time in which, or you have to change that video to some sort of retro, which we talked in the recent video. So you have to think about like what actually and in what tone he is talking about that sentence. So you have to find that relevant clip and use that clip rather than just finding any clip and use that. No, that will not make any sense. Now the second is you have to use proper transition, which I already told you. If we talked about this video, then they are using the fade transitions or the hard cuts. Like here you can see they use the fade transitions. They are not using any clear transitions or any zoom in or zoom out transitions, because that definitely not go with that story. Right now they are using they are talking about some sort of sacrifices in the life. So you have to attach the viewers with your video, and if you use that fade effect, that will make your audience attached and move smoothly with your video, just moving from one clip to the other one. So you have to choose proper transition. And if you are editing a reel in which they are talking about the money, so you have to choose some layer and some sort of those transition, because that will fascinate your mood, because you're thinking right now, you're thinking about some luxury things, some money. So you have to be very conscious about using the transitions. Now you this is also very important. I think everything is important, but you have to choose the audio very wisely. If he is talking about the mental health, so you have to choose some sort of sad music or some sort of motivational music that definitely link with them. You don't need to use happy birthday music or some um, sort of retro music or some sort of funk music. You don't need to use hip hop music in the mental health videos. You have to use the sad music that definitely create ambience in the video, and you will deep dive into that video, and you will be feel like, yes, they are talking with me and they are sharing some my life stories. You will attached, you will think that, yeah, I'm also facing this thing. So you have to create attention with the audio, because audio plays very vital role in the video editing. If your it's same like you are using some disco or music on some mental health, that definitely say, are you gonna mad? So you have to choose audio very wisely. Again, the color grade is also very, even color grade is also same. But if we talked about the motivation, you can use some sort of this black and white. And if we talk about some podcast, then you just have to edit video as I tell you in the recent video, in the previous video, in which we adjusted the color, and we did the color adjustments and some sort of minor adjustment to make it more appealing and make it more look good. And edit to the beat. This is mainly done if we talk about some sort of sports video. Okay, let me show you a thing. If we talked about the beats, then we have to follow the beat. Let me show you this first, and then we talked on it later on. So they are using the funk music, and everything is on the beat. For example, if they are spiking the ball, then they play with the beat. It's not just like they are missing the beats and missing the beats and then randomly plays the video. It not will give you that feel. If they are jumping, then at the same time the beat will come, so that will make a more so people will more dive into the reel, and that will give more clear vision, like, yeah, this is really nice. This is These are the little things, small things which you have to keep in mind while editing your video. It's really play a very important role. Like, you have to focus on storytelling. You have to use the um, B rolls very wisely. You have to use the proper transitions. If this is a motivational reel, then you have to use the fade in or fade out, or if it's a cinematic, then you have to use the fade in, fade out. And if it's a money talking video, then you have to use the glare videos, or it's some sort of this. And you have also have to pay attention to the video. You have to use color grade very wisely, and it will be almost the same color grade throughout the video. It's not just like you are using the 1% exposure in the beginning, and 2% in the middle, and then 5% at the end. That will disturb your complete video, and people will see like why they are using more and more light when we move toward go on the video. So that definitely make the video very disgusting. And you also have to edit on the beats. Like, you have to follow the beats. If there is a beat, you have to add some movement over there, or change that clip at the same moment. And the other thing is the b-roll or cutaways. Like, you have to add the b-rolls if they are talking about the money, so you have to add some videos, stock videos, some sort of b-rolls. I will also give you some website link from where you can download the b-rolls very and it will be totally free of cost. So you have to use b-rolls and cutaways very effectively. Like, if they are talking about the money, so if they are talking about the luxury life, so you have to show someone is partying on the yacht, or they are driving the BMW or Mercedes or Rolls Royce, to show the luxury feel of the video they are talking about. So these are all the general editing and video editing tips which you should kept in mind. And I think so you have to focus, first of all, you have to focus on all these things that will help you in video editing really very much. So this is all about this video. Hi guys, I hope you are doing great. So in this video, I will edit and actually create a really short and motivational reels, which I think everybody have seen on YouTube and on TikTok, and that sort of videos really get a lot of views. So let's start the video. So here you can see I uploaded a few videos, a sort of 8 videos in the CapCut, and also there's a music file of 3 minutes and 14 seconds, and there's a audio of 24-second renamed as VO, means it's a voiceover. So what I have done, I just created a short script on ChatGPT and use that script in the AI voiceover, which I'm mainly using, and the website is called 11labs.io. I create a voiceover from there and find a very nice and good music that will be really feels good with that sort of video, and here are some line videos. So let's just start the video. And first of all, let's drag this audio file in the timeline and make the ratio to 9:16, because I want to create it for the basically shorts. So shorts dimension for each platform, either it's Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, it's or TikTok. So it's 9:16. So you have to first this ratio as 9:16. After that, let's set the voiceover first of all.
Life is not easy. It will test you, break you, push you to the edge.
Yeah, so this is the first line. I will create a little bit of gap in it. So let's play it again.
Push you to the edge. Pain is real. Fear is real. But so is your strength.
And this is the second clip, second audio clip. Now again, I will create a little gap very small gap in the video to make it
So is your
more
strength.
feel.
You don't run from challenges. You face them. Fearless, bold, brave. You don't run from challenges. You face them.
This is the third clip. Now again we will create a small gap.
Fearless, bold, brave. That's who you are.
This is the fourth one.
The world doesn't define you. You define yourself. Be fearless, be bold, be brave. You define yourself. Be define you. You define yourself. Be
I think so it's really very fast. So let's zoom the clip a little bit, and actually I did this by holding the control button on the keypad and scrolling my wheel up, mouse wheel actually. So here we can create a shortcut.
you define yourself. Be fearless. Be bold.
So I just make it to confirm that I'm using the equal space.
Be fearless. Be bold. Be brave.
So yes. So now we created a very nice voiceover. I think so you just listen it to it, and now I'm using all these clips over these voiceover, and let's start dragging the clips. So first of all, listen what is the first line is.
Life is not easy. It will test you, break you, push you to the edge.
Okay, so this is the first one, and let's see which will works fine. Let's just drag it to. No, we are not getting his face. Yes, let's use this one and just drag it a little bit.
Life is not easy. It will test you, break you, push you to the edge.
So we can use it from that point that will make a good scene, or maybe a little bit more from, so we will get his proper action of moving his phrase from one
Life is not
side to other.
easy. It will test you, break you, push you to the edge.
Now we will cut that scene over there and let's listen to the second one.
Pain is real. Fear is real. But so is your strength. You don't run from
Okay, so he's talking about the pain, so let's check this one.
pain is real. Fear is real. But so is your strength.
Yes. So this clip is actually showing the scars, which is really nice, and I don't want to use this his mouse as a Mercedes logo because you can see the Mercedes logo as his nose. So we can just cut it over there to make it more nice and give it a proper shape. And we can cut the video over there and just listen the next clip.
You don't run from challenges. You face them.
Okay, now he's So I think so. Yeah, this is the blurred one. Yes. We can also make it a little bit more zoom in to keep the real aggression.
You don't run from challenges. You face them. Fearless, bold, brave. That's who you are. You don't run from challenges. You face you don't run you don't run from challenges. You face them.
So yes, this is nice one. And maybe we will use the remaining clip in the later on, but let's see.
Fearless, bold, brave. That's who you are.
Okay, now I think so. This clip will look fine over there. Just apply this and let's see.
Fearless, bold, brave. That's who you are.
Yes, because he is walking, and I think so that this will look fine over there.
Fearless, bold. That's who you are. Fearless, bold, brave. That's who you are.
Yes, we can cut this clip over there. And now let's listen the
The world doesn't define you. You define yourself.
I just want to make it a little bit funny, but no, we can make it a really nice video. Yes, we can use this video over there. Actually, I like the zoom in clip, like the more the area is covered by my subject, I love those pictures and those videos.
The world doesn't define you. The world doesn't define you. You define yourself.
Yes. Now, the last, be brave, be bold, and we can use this over there. Yes, really nice. Wow,
Be
aggressive.
fearless. Be bold. Be brave.
Let me check. Is there any good? I think so. We can use this from there.
Yourself. Be fearless. Be bold. Be brave.
So here you can see like how I choose multiple clips. First of all, I really worked and searched all those videos really. I give my time to find those clips. It not just like that we have to download any clip offline either, whatever he is doing. So you have to spend your time on it. And then later on you can see my script, like what sort of script I created. And the you can also check his bass in the voice, like the narration he is doing in the script. And after that, I'm not just using the clips like I'm using from 0 to 5 seconds. No, I go through the whole clip, and the point where I think that, yeah, this is the point I have to take in my video, then I will cut that point and take that timestamp in my video. So you have to follow all these things in your video. So now the next thing is, I want to make it more dramatic, and the dramatic This thing will give you the more dramatic scenes. Yes, now you can see that what I was talking about. Here are some shadows. Now it's really looking very nice to me, honestly. So this is how you can give uh, extra power to your video clips. It not just like to find the uh, clips, exact clips. Like for example, if someone is searching for the black and white videos, then maybe he or she will not get those clips. So you have to create those clips at your end, because maybe you will not get those clips.
You don't run from challenges, you face them.
Yes. Now let's do this. And you can see, like we talked about the hues, color saturations in our last video. So this is how these things will help us in our videos. Not touched this bar in the recent clip, but right now I feel that there is a chance, there is a space to use exposure in the uh, clip. And now over there, I feel like there is really very high intensity of light. So I'm just making it drop to make it
You don't
more
run from
good. Yes. And now it's really looking nice, but we have to follow our uh, feel of the video. Mm, I think so. That will be fair enough. Yes. Highlights. Yes, we can use a little bit of highlights. Actually, I don't want to use this screen, but I we cannot um, increase the size. But yes, I forgot that the green will actually disappear when we edit that into black and white. So this is the video. And now I think this also needs some more touch-ups. So let's do this. Let's do this. And how it will help us. Let's see the video. Don't see the bar, just see the video. And yes, we are getting very good thing. Okay, sure. That's fair enough. Now we are adding really great stuff that will give it more cinematic and dramatic, and this is called black fade transition. Now you can see that this is the video. Let's see the video.
life is not easy. It will test you, break you, push you to the edge. Pain is real, fear is real, but so is your strength. You don't run from challenges, you face them. Fearless, bold, brave. That's who you are. The world doesn't define you. You define yourself. Be fearless, be bold, be brave.
Okay, yes, this is nice. And now we will add the audio file. Let's see.
Life is not easy. It will test you.
Yes, I think audio from that point will make it more cinematic. And let's see.
Life is not easy. It will test you, break you, push you to the edge. Pain is real, fear is real, but so is your strength. You don't run from challenges, you face them. Fearless, bold, brave. That's who you are. The world doesn't define you, you define yourself. Be fearless, be bold, be brave.
This is really nice, really, really nice. So this is how audio will add a feel to your video. Now we have something left over there that really engage the audience. And yes, this is the auto generation subtitles. And I was thinking for a font. Let's see it will work or not. So we will choose this and we will make it. Yes, now we will make it like this and we can add it over there. Yes, it's looking nice, I
Life is
think
not
so.
easy. It will test you, break you.
Okay, let's divide the clips. First of all, test you to the new line and then the edge to the, I think so, to the edge will be on the next line. Pain is real is okay. Your strength from, I think so, challenges will be on the next line. You face them is okay. Fearless, bold. You will be on the second line. And then the word define will be on the second line. You define yourself, be fearless, be bold, be brave. Okay, now let's start this video again.
Life is not easy. It will test you, break you, push you to the edge. Pain is real, fear is real, but so is your strength. You don't run from challenges, you face them. Fearless, bold, brave. That's who you are.
I think so. We can also add fearless in one line, bold in one line, and brave in one line. Now that will give,
Fearless, bold, brave. That's who you are.
we can add
That's who you are.
that's who you are in one line.
Brave, bold, brave. That's who you are. The world doesn't define you, you define yourself. Be fearless, be bold, be brave.
So yes, we can also add this one over there, add animation out and fade out. Now let's see this video again, but give me a minute.
Life is not
We can also add animation to the text, which is a
life is
fade
not
in. We can add the duration to one
life is not
second.
easy.
Now we can, I think so. No, you don't need to add any animation in the beginning because when you upload it in on your social media platform, that will give you a black screen. So I don't suggest you this thing. So just give me a minute and I maybe there are still few needs to edit the text.
Life is not easy. It will test you, break
It will test you, break you, push you.
break you, push you To the edge. Pain is real. Fear is real. Pain is real. Fear is real. Pain is real. Fear is real. But so is your strength. You don't run from challenges. You face them. Fearless, bold, brave. That's fearless, bold, brave. That's who you are. The world doesn't define you. You define yourself. Be fearless. Be bold. Be brave.
Now let's see it again.
Life is not easy. It will test you, break you, push you to the edge. Pain is real. Fear is real. But so is your strength. You don't run from challenges. You face them. Fearless, bold, brave. That's who you are. The world doesn't define you. You define yourself. Be fearless. Be bold. Be brave.
So this is how we created a really nice, engaging, and appealing motivational reel. And honestly, you can create thousands of that type of reel and really sell, or even you can also create your own social media pages where you can create that type of reels where you provide motivation content, and maybe you can also use some Ronnie Coleman videos, and some Jay Cutler videos, or some luxury videos, or some sort of running videos. There are thousands, millions of ideas you will get to create your own social media page. And honestly, I have seen few pages, they are really doing very nice and very well. So there are multiple options. Either you can sell it to your clients, or you can also create your own social media pages like Instagram, TikTok, and create that sort of reels. And I think so it will not take more than an hour to create that sort of reel. Honestly, it just gave me an half an hour to create that type of reel. So you have to think about like storytelling, what you have to tell, because everything lies in the storytelling. You If you have something in your mind, like what exactly you want in front of you, so then you will create something better. If you don't have anything in your mind, you don't have any story in your mind, then I don't think so you will create anything appealing or that will even motivate you. So first of all, you have to question yourself, what you have to create, what you want to create. And after that, for example, if you create any reel, and if that reel motivates you, that means this reel will motivate others too. If that reel is not motivating you, then definitely that reel will not motivate anyone. So this is all about this video. I hope you learned very new things, and I tried my best to explain all the things in detail. If you have any questions or any queries, you can DM me on my Instagram. It's freelance with Hamad. I will be there for you. So have a good day. Have a great journey. Bye bye.